Hello everyone and welcome to my presentation of online social interaction and privacy. So I used Google Slides to actually create this, and now I'm going to present it to you. So my topic is online social interaction and privacy. And I decided to hone in on one specific part of online social interaction, and that's social media and where do you draw the line. My name is Tara Milham, and this is for assignment number 8. So basically, as you know, social media is a huge frenzy of craziness and sharing every little part of your life and telling everyone, literally everyone, what you're up to at all times. So here I have some social media sites. You have the Pinterest, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Blogger, Google+, and actually we're using Blogger on this class, so I thought that was kind of significant. So moving on. Privacy, what privacy? On Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, whatever social media you're using, the privacy is very limited. There's really no real privacy. It's all about sharing your whole life and bragging about this and bragging about that and telling everyone everything. So I keep going out of the presentation because I'm not sure if Screencast-O-Matic is capturing the whole screen, so I'm going to present it like this. Now we have platforms. So like I said, there's a ton of different platforms for social media. So I've named a few here, and those are Facebook, Instagram. There's a ton of chat rooms that people like to check out and chat with random people on. Foursquare, Twitter, Flickr, LinkedIn, and I find Foursquare to be particularly interesting because you are literally posting exactly where you are at all times. So that can be very invasive, and that really threatens your online privacy. And then aside from the regular social media platforms that are most common and most popular, then you're going to have the more specific platforms. And these specific platforms are for people who like a specific thing or are a specific thing. For example, Cafe Mom. It's a huge, really large-scale website where moms get to interact and chat with each other. Now, that might not seem very threatening in terms of privacy, but what about Model Mayhem? Model Mayhem is a website for models and photographers and other type of artist people. And these men can see these models in very provocative outfits, very provocative poses. They can see their location, their phone number, their email address, and whatever else they're putting on the website. So that's a very big breach in privacy. Then you have the dating sites, Asian Avenue, MedHelp. There's a site for everything nowadays. So again, very careful about what you're posting, where you're posting it, and what you have online. The way we interact is constantly changing every day, and it's going more towards this online sense, this online notion. People are becoming profiles rather than humans. And these social networking sites really encourage people to be very public about their personal lives. So what is it all about? Everything that you're doing online is leaving a cyber footprint. And social media is a very closely watched space, and there really is no such thing as privacy. If you may have noticed, a lot of big companies like Facebook, Yahoo, Google, and these companies are using your personal information for their research. So they're making money off of the stuff that you're sharing. Like, for example, Facebook ads. I don't know if you've noticed, but on the right side of your Facebook and even in your specific news feed, you're going to find ads that are customized just for what website you were on before. If you like cars, there's a 99% chance you're going to see ads for cars, which is very interesting how they've rigged it. And it's really just to maximize their profit at the expense of your personal privacy. Facebook is transformed from a public space to a behavioral laboratory. It's at a Harvard study that has just been done on exactly what people are sharing and where it's going. And Facebook scientist Adam Kramer said a bunch of researchers have access to everybody's posts, and Facebook is built on what's yours is private. They're struggling with the problem the same way as the scientific community. It's a really big conflict right now, the privacy breach and what you're sharing. Now, there are a ton of consequences to sharing all of these private things on social media, more than you might think. So, of course, there is the stalking, violence, assault. If someone knows who you are, if you're a young girl and an older man is finding you and he wants to meet you, he will find a way. So it's very, very careful that you are very mindful about what you're posting. Lost jobs or opportunities, college graduates, a lot of them actually don't even get to go to the college of their choice because the colleges will see their Facebook pages. They'll find drinking pictures, smoking, drugs. And this has also been, celebrities have had a lot of problems with this. Michael Phelps actually was caught on social media doing drugs, Miley Cyrus. It's a very watched space. And you're giving people more information than you need to know. I see some people post when they're on vacation. Well, that's just saying no one's home, come intrude my house. So these are really big consequences that you must watch out for. Another thing is that your location is totally revealed. Every picture, every post is laced with your information. So, like I said, it's a cyber footprint, and especially if you're tagging your location, you're putting yourself even more at risk. How do you avoid these consequences? Well, for starters, you can turn your location off on your phone. You can do that by going to the settings and going through each app and turning your location off. Also, be smart about what you're sharing. Remember who you're sharing with, and you're probably not going to know 90% of those people that you're sharing your information with. Never tag your location or update with specific details. Don't say, I'm at so-and-so restaurant right now, but post it once you arrive back to your house so there's no worries that anything can happen. Next, you want to set all your settings to private and friends only. Now, this is not always effective in protecting all of your information. However, it is going to help you to an extent. So that's very important and something really cool to keep in mind. And I'm actually going to show you how to do that in this post. So Facebook custom privacy, every time you're posting a post, you have the option who you're going to make it visible to, who you're going to hide it from. So if you only want a couple people to see it, just put specific people. If you want just your friends, put only friends. And this will ensure privacy to the best of Facebook's ability. Now here we have teens' privacy settings on social media sites. And basically what's going on here is the privacy settings that people have on Twitter. Okay, so as you can see, many people are on private, which is amazing and great, but then there's another portion of people that are not quite there. So a lot of people are public, 17%. That's a lot for teenagers. I mean, these are children, teenagers really, that are exposing their entire lives. And then we have partially private, so maybe they share some information with people, some information not with people, but still very dangerous. And then a lot of people don't know, and the rest are on private. Okay, so this is actually a personal experience that I've had with social media and privacy because I have a very large Instagram following of 20,000 followers, and actually my handle is @SkinnyByTara. I post food pictures, yoga pictures, inspiration, things of that sort. And a lot of times if I post a food picture, I'm really tempted to put my location without even thinking about the consequences or thinking what people are going to say. Like if I post a really great salad picture, I really want to put the restaurant so people know. But what do? I do it when I get home so that people don't know exactly where I am or what I'm doing. So it's very important. And then we have an actual real scenario as well of a woman, a teacher, who actually lost her job because of what she posted about her students on her Facebook page. Now, that was not very responsible of her in the first place, but this is what social media does to you. So she apparently referred to her students as germ bags and called the parents snobby and arrogant. But apparently she didn't know that everyone else can see it too. So, big mistake there. And something huge to keep in mind, that whether you're private, whether you're not, whether you're partially private, you are never completely safe on social media unless you don't post at all. So be mindful of what you're sharing, and be sure that whatever you're sharing would be okay to share with the rest of the world too, because essentially that's what you're doing on social media. So I'm so glad you guys were able to join me for my Google presentation, and I hope to speak to you guys soon, and be safe.